CJ Flyer back with another YouTube video. Very quick video today. Just wanted to give a little update here on the NBA MVP tracker here for 2024-2025 on basketballreference.com. The stats are skewed and the leaderboard's skewed because this tracker, the way the model's set up, it uses players that are on track to win 60 or play 65 games in a season. And because of Jokic's few games of absence, because Luka's missed a couple games, if you got the prorated number of games for an 82-game season, assuming that they play the same ratio of games that they played in the past, whatever it's been, like 15 games for some teams, they wouldn't hit the 65-game mark. I don't think that's going to be the case necessarily, at least not for Jokic. Luka might miss some more games with injury. Maybe he won't hit the 65-game mark, but I don't think Jokic is going to have that problem. He was out for personal reasons. It wasn't for injury. So this model's skewed. And I mean, look, we got Jared Allen at fourth. I mean, this model does not do well with small sample sizes. That is for sure. I really I've been trying to figure out how Jared Allen appeared fourth on this list. Like, maybe the bottom of this list? I don't get it. I really don't get it. No three-point attempts. Free throw percentage isn't that great. Points per game, not even close to 20 points per game. I don't know how Jared Allen ended up here outside of the field goal percentage. Maybe that skewed the results, and maybe because he's on the best team, or the team with the best record in the league. I don't know. But we want to talk about Jayson Tatum today because he's had some clutch moments so far this year. Could it be possible that Jayson Tatum, who's on what many consider to be the best team in the NBA, including myself, could he win the MVP this year? Just due to narrative alone even. I mean, look, the MVP award, we all know, we've seen it in the past. Jokic probably deserved to win it in that, was it the 2021-2022 season? Or was it the 22-23 season when Embiid won it? Jokic probably deserved to win it that year, and he's won it the last couple years after that season. So, looking at the actual player stats here, again, this is assuming Jokic reaches 65 games played. He's only played 10 so far. There's been a total of roughly 15 games, which is why, playing 2/3 of the games, he wouldn't hit 65 out of 82. That's why the MVP tracker model does not show Jokic on the leaderboard. But realistically, Jokic will probably play enough games to be eligible for awards. And he's currently averaging around 30 points per game, 12 assists, 14 rebounds, 2 steals and a block. I mean, stats-wise, and over 50% from 3. Stats-wise, it does not get better than this. I mean, this is video game numbers. I mean, no one else is going to do this. So, really, I think it just, comes down to injury issues and narrative and voter fatigue. Everyone always talks about voter fatigue with the MVP award. Jokic has won so many MVP awards at this point. The Nuggets have won a championship. But as far as consistency and performance in the postseason, the Nuggets haven't made it very far outside of that one season. So, or at least not in the past couple years. Yes, they had a good run in the bubble. But look, people get tired of voting for the same guy, especially when Jokic is not the most flashy player. He's not the most exciting to watch, depending on who you ask. I think he's fun to watch, but that's just my opinion. Jayson Tatum, on the other hand, he's the best player on the best team in the NBA, and he's got some clutch moments already this year, buzzer beaters. Even though the league came back the day later and said, hey, he actually traveled, but we're not going to reverse the call. The Celtics still win the game, But put that fact aside. He's averaging 30 points per game with 6 assists and 8 rebounds. Also shooting above the league average on three-point percentage. I mean, his numbers are not bad, and he's averaging more than 1 steal per game. They're great numbers, Obviously, Jokic's stats look a lot better just looking at the data here. But as far as the eye test, and as far as the narrative, and as far as the teams that these players play for, I think Tatum kind of has an edge right now. Like I can see Tatum winning an MVP this year if the trend continues. Now, of course, Giannis if Giannis continues to carry the Bucks and the Bucks become a team with a winning record and one of the best teams in the East, that'll flip things around. And then likewise with Luka, with the current situation there, Mavs have shown they're capable of winning games without him. So that kind of hurts his edge a little bit. The only thing that I think could turn things around for Luka really is him having some clutch moments and the Mavs becoming the #1 seed in the West. So that's kind of why I go back to, Jokic, by far, best stats of anyone in the league. No doubt. I don't think that anyone's going to rival him at this point. And then Tatum's got the narrative, and he's on the best team in the league. So what do you think in the comments down below? I think Tatum's got an edge. I don't think he's the best player in the league. I wouldn't call him the MVP, but as far as how I think it's going to go down, as of right now, I think Tatum's got the edge. I don't think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's anywhere in the picture right now. I would have him at like 3 or 4, personally. Maybe I'm just a hater as a Mavs fan. I don't know, but I don't even have him at #2 at this point. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's go ahead and discuss the upcoming games today. We got 4 NBA games. We got the Pistons at the Hornets, Wolves at the Raptors, Jazz at Spurs, Magic and Lakers. Man, these are a lot of not very exciting games outside of, I think, Magic and Lakers is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. Like we do daily on this channel, for those of you that are new, I go ahead and predict the outcomes of these games, and then we compare to the FanDuel Sportsbook betting odds. I'm not promoting, encouraging you to use FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm not partnered or affiliated with any sports betting site. If you're going to do it responsibly. I'm just sharing my opinion, and it's fun to compare to the odds. And so far, we are, where are we at? Scroll to the top, and as you can see, we are down 11 games, it looks like, at this point in the season. We got 1 right against the betting odds yesterday and 1 wrong. I had picked the Suns. The betting odds picked the Knicks. The Knicks won. And then with the Grizzlies and Sixers, I picked the Grizzlies to win. The betting odds had Sixers for reasons unknown, and the Grizzlies ended up winning. So we got Pistons Hornets today, and I don't know the injury issues going on. I'm kind of going into this blind. We're just going to get this done real quick here. I'm going to take, actually I do know the Hornets have been having injury issues with their bigs, so we're going to take the Pistons on the road. Didn't these teams play a couple days ago? No, it was Hornets and Nets played a couple days ago. Okay, Timberwolves Raptors. We're going to take the Timberwolves. Raptors have been really struggling even at home, and the Timberwolves are starting to gain some momentum, so we're going to give this one to the Wolves. Jazz and Spurs. Definitely going to go with the Spurs. Lakers and Magic. I picked the Magic yesterday, and they lost to the Clippers on the road. I think they lost. It was a pretty close game if I remember correctly. So Magic Lakers, that's a tough back-to-back. Losing to the Clippers and then having to play the Lakers. I'm going to take the Lakers on this one. I could see it going both ways, but just because of the nature of the back-to-back and having that close game, I'm taking the Lakers. And then let's go ahead and check out the odds. It looks like Detroit's favored by 2, Minnesota favored by 7, Spurs favored by 3, and Lakers favored by 5. So all of the picks are right in line with what the betting odds have chosen for today, which means we have no opportunity to, improve our scoring situation versus the FanDuel Sportsbook betting odds. But that's okay. We'll have more days. Season has just started. We're not even a quarter of the way through, so we got a chance to make a comeback. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and click one of the videos on your screen right now for some more NBA discussion.